Dragon Driftway is one of my favourite tracks in the game, and it had me wondering, what are the inspirations behind this awesome track, be it real life or fictional? Dragon Driftway was not part of the original Mario Kart 8 release on the Wii U. It was introduced as part of the Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart 8 crossover DLC, which released all the way back in 2014. This was the first of the 2 DLC packs that we received, and at the time, this was something very new for Nintendo. Dragon Driftway's inclusion in the DLC pack provided players with fresh content and expanded the game's track selection. Additionally, the DLC pack demonstrated Nintendo's commitment to supporting Mario Kart 8 with post-launch content, enhancing the game's longevity and replay value for players. All that momentum clearly didn't stop as the DLC continued in the form of the Booster Course Pass, which only recently concluded in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. Dragon Driftway is predominantly inspired by traditional Chinese architecture and themes, particularly those found in China's famous Dragon Gates. The track features intricate lanterns and other elements reminiscent of Chinese culture. However, there are some other links to East Asian influences. There are several Asian cultures with rich histories and mythological tales involving flying dragons. One example would be in Chinese mythology, where dragons are depicted as powerful and benevolent creatures associated with water and weather. They are often portrayed as long, serpent-type beings with the ability to fly and control the elements. Dragons are symbols of strength, prosperity and good fortune in Chinese culture. Whilst we race on the dragon, the course doesn't end with us at the tail. We loop back to start and go through the mouth at the beginning of each lap. This is most likely a reference to an ancient cultural symbol of the Ouroboros, depicting a snake or dragon eating its own tail. While Dragon Driftway primarily draws inspiration from traditional East Asian culture and mythology, there is actually a direct reference to another Nintendo game, being Super Mario Galaxy 2. The design of the dragon in Dragon Driftway bears a remarkable resemblance to Gobblegurt, who is a boss character from Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. Both the dragon in Dragon Driftway and Gobblegurt share similar characteristics such as their elongated bodies and fierce appearance. The link between Dragon Driftway in Mario Kart 8 and Gobblegurt from Super Mario Galaxy 2 lies primarily in the design of the dragon. While there isn't a direct narrative connection between these two, the design of the dragon in Dragon Driftway appears to be inspired by Gobblegurt's appearance. The visual resemblance suggests that the developers of Mario Kart 8 may have drawn inspiration from Gobblegurt's design when creating the dragon for Dragon Driftway. It serves as a subtle homage to Gobblegurt and adds an extra layer of depth to the track's thematic elements, reinforcing the connection between different Nintendo games within the broader Mario universe. Gobblegurt is a massive, multi-segmented dragon-like creature with several red-coloured segments along its body. Gobblegurt's boss fight is memorable for its challenging gameplay, dynamic mechanics and epic scale, contributing to the overall excitement and adventure of Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is why I think Nintendo decided to expand upon this idea and turn it into an epic track in Mario Kart 8. This nod to a previous Mario game adds an extra layer of nostalgia and recognition for players familiar with Super Mario Galaxy 2. The soundtrack for Dragon Driftway features a blend of traditional Chinese music elements with a modern upbeat twist. It incorporates bamboo flutes and percussion instruments to create an immersive atmosphere that complements the track's theme and visuals. The gong sound that plays before the race begins is likely a nod to traditional East Asian culture, where gongs have been used for various ceremonial and musical purposes for centuries. Gongs are commonly associated with East Asian culture such as China, Japan, Korea and others, where they are used in rituals, festivals and performances. In terms of Mario Kart 8, the gong sound serves as a dramatic and culturally evocative way to signal the start of the race, adding to the excitement and immersion of the gameplay experience. It helps to create a sense of anticipation and sets the tone for the fast-paced action that follows, as well as reinforcing the track's overall theme of drawing inspiration from different cultures and traditions around the world. As you race through Dragon Driftway, have you noticed anything peculiar on the walls within the dragon, as well as some statues found around the track? There is actually a connection between Lakitu and the track itself. Inside the dragon's mouth on the walls, you can find murals depicting Lakitu, who is a recurring character in the Mario series, but he's most famous for his role as a helpful guide and referee in various Mario Kart games, where he typically serves as the race official who starts and ends the races, as well as assists players who fall off the track by rescuing them with his fishing rod. A statue of Lakitu can be seen as you race along the track. This is posed in a Kung Fu style. This is a direct reference to the DreamWorks movie Kung Fu Panda. There is also a poster which is one of the many fictional sponsors of Mario Kart that can be seen in the track Ribbon Road. This pose matches the murals inside the dragon in Dragon Driftway, as well as the statue, and further promotes the Asian cultural references within the track. These murals of Lakitu inside the dragon's mouth, as well as the statues, could be interpreted as an homage to his presence in the mariokart series, further integrating the Mario universe into the design of Dragon Driftway. There are also some flags with clouds on them at the start of the track. These are a direct reference to Lakitu himself as he travels in the cloud. I guess you could also make the connection between the fact that dragons are considered to be lucky in East Asian culture, and Lakitu is also someone who can fly, and without him, we wouldn't be able to make our way back onto the track if we were to fall off. The fact that Lakitu travels on a cloud, and the cloud emblems on the flags, also directly correlate to the fact that dragons are linked with the weather. So in a way, it makes sense why Lakitu was chosen out of all other Nintendo characters to be highlighted within this particular track. Overall, Dragon Driftway is a visually stunning and thematically rich track that offers a blend of traditional Asian influences with the adrenaline-fueled excitement of Mario Kart racing. The music is so satisfying and works perfectly with the visuals. I thoroughly enjoyed having a deep dive into this track, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It really supports the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.